you struggle with losing weight no matter what you try. You're doing an endless amount of cardio, strict dieting, and the skin just won't budge. And you are feeling so exhausted, frustrated, and stuck, and very worried about your health because you probably have diabetes. And to be honest, most ambitious professional working a full-time job just like you, the weight loss advice you're following isn't working for you and suited for you. And it's not because that your body is broken, it's just you're following these three key weight loss mistakes that are stopping you from losing weight and being overweight. And until you fix these, you're never going to lose weight. So in this video, I'll share what these three key mistakes are and what you should do instead so you can lose the weight and keep it off, so you can have more energy, improve your health, and feel confident talking with clients at work. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also turn on the bell to get notified whenever I'm making a new video about weight loss advice. And I used these tips to lose 60 pounds in 8 months and kept it off for 12 years. And I also help several men and women lose the weight and keep it off. And I'm so excited to help you lose weight as well. If you're an ambitious professional working a full-time job and you are struggling with losing weight, and being at your heaviest weight makes you feel that you are missing out on career opportunities because of you not being able to being confident talking with clients and doing presentations at work, and you have diabetes and your doctor is telling you that you have high blood pressure, and you're probably also missing out on so many social events with your family. This is definitely a reason that you need to put your shit together, because I think that the first biggest fat loss myth that you've been doing is that you are still thinking about just following a calorie deficit diet, and that's just not fucking enough. Reason is, if you're trying to follow a calorie deficit diet, you are going to lose some weight, but the problem is that it's not sustainable. You can stick with that like for one day. Reason that you are not able to stick it for long term is because if you are just eating shit like McDonald's to be in a calorie deficit, and you are ignoring the macros like protein, carbs, and fat, it makes it very difficult for you to feel full, burn fat, keeping your muscles. And if you're not able to keep your muscles, you'll eventually just try to lose weight, and then you'll feel like you are someone who looks like a thin person who have anorexia, because you just have no muscles that's keeping you're looking very confident in clothes, because muscles it's like stones you're putting on your body, or like clay if you're an artist. So that's going to form how you're looking in the clothes, and that also makes you feel more appearing like a confident businessman because or woman. For example, if you want to appear more confident, powerful in your presence as an ambitious professional, of course you have to have wider shoulders and have a small waist and have strong muscular and strong thighs as well, because you are just having that accentuation of an hourglass figure or X-frame, because that's just how people are appearing when they have broader shoulders. And when you are talking with your clients and the presentation, it just makes you feel more confident and dominant as a person, and they actually listen to your shit, what you are telling them. And a calorie deficit diet could, for example, be 200 or 500 calorie deficit, but also having like 40-45% of protein, because protein helps you maintain your muscle mass. So when you are in a calorie deficit, you have two options. You're either burning fat or you're burning muscles. So if you keep your protein high, you're burning a lot more fat, and eventually you'll just lose fat around all your body. That start with someone is losing fat around your face, then your shoulders, and then at last you're just losing weight around your belly and the love handles. And that's just, you have no fucking choice when you're trying to lose weight. Is your body's just burning fat wherever the fuck it wants. So that's just what you want to be aware of. And also having high carb, because that could be 40% of your daily calories coming from carbs, as it helps you giving a lot more energy when you are at work doing these presentations and you're going from meeting to meeting talking to clients. You have to have energy to perform, but also interact and, for example, answering these emails from your clients. Because if you are fucking tired, you are low carbing and you have no energy to do anything, you're just dragging through the day, and it will also impact your job performance. You're probably going to miss out on a lot of career opportunities. So that's definitely the first thing I'll advise you guys to stop doing. And The second biggest fat loss mistakes you are making is that you are just thinking that you can eat what the fuck you want based on your hunger and because of your logic. To be honest, there's a reason why you're at your heaviest weight you've ever been, and you've been on this vicious cycle of trying to yo-yo dieting and binge eating, and you spend a couple of weeks of the year trying to lose weight, but you always go back to your normal diet. The reason is you have no fucking clue how to structure your diet. Intuitive eating is for someone who have it's mostly for advanced people who've been losing all the weight that they want, and they have been maintaining that for as long as they want, and they're satisfied with how they are looking. But as you, someone who has your like state where you're just feeling frustrated and stuck, that's definitely not going to apply. And the reason is, if you are someone who is just eating based off your hunger, let's say you are a business professional working a full-time job, it's often that in the first couple of hours of your workday you are eating, like let's say you're eating oatmeal, and then after the couple of hours gone through, like in the afternoon, your energy levels just plummet. So you're just probably going to eat a lot of snacks, and you're thinking that snack isn't like food, is just something you're eating. But oh my god, I see so many people, they're just snacking their fucking face off because they need some fast energy, and that doesn't help you because you're just eating a bunch of empty calories. That is shit. And sometimes emotional eating and stress eating can just make you throw all logic away. So I always recommend that you have a lot of slow digestible carbs in every meal. You eat like 3-4 meals throughout the day. A solid breakfast of high protein, that could be oatmeal with some protein scoops in, 30 grams minimum, because that just keeps you more satiated with having high protein. And then you have some oatmeal, for example, that is like also slow digestible because it helps you release the energy levels throughout the day, so your blood sugar is stable. And for example, the afternoon, I see too many people that are just eating carbs when they are having breakfast, if they're having lunch, and that's not going to work for you because eating only carbs is making you feel hungry faster. Reason is that you are not, if it's fast digestible and slow digestible carbs, this is a bit tricky because you need to also have protein when you are eating your lunch, because if you are having protein and you're combining with carbs, the rate of how fast you will digest the food is going to be depending on how much protein you're getting. So if you're combining with 30 grams of protein and, for example, 40 grams of carbs, slow digestible carbs, the amount of energy will be released slower throughout the day. So that's just basically what you should focusing on. And then you have more energy to perform at your work and doing the presentations that you want, and you also have more energy for after work instead of just going at home and just never want to get off the couch. So intuitive eating is just very mindless because you're not being so focusing on what your body actually needs. And if you're in a calorie deficit, the hunger levels is just also increasing a lot. And if you're not drinking 4 or 5 liters water a day, that's also going to throw out your common sense with how much you need to eat. So sometimes people just eat a bunch of snacks all the day and like nuts, and they already have eaten all the calories they need to be in a calorie deficit, and then you don't have any calories left, and then you're just eating a calorie surplus, and you're not going to lose any weight. I would love to know, what is your biggest takeaway so far? Just comment below and let me know. The third biggest mistake you're making when it comes to trying to lose weight is that you are solely relying on cardio to lose weight, and that's fucking bullshit. Reason is, cardio is just a tool that you need to use to supplement your weight loss, like your diets, like your steps. You have to have a 200 or 500 calorie deficit to make it work. So stay in that for a long enough period, like 1 to 2 weeks, until you drop 1 to 2 pounds, and then you can start implementing the cardio. But I'm seeing so fucking many people who just starting the weight loss journey. They're going on the first thing in the gym, they're going on the treadmill for 1 hour, and then they are sweating the whole body, and then they go working out, strength training. But the problem is that you don't have any fucking energy left because you've just been walking or you've been on a cross training for 1 hour. And cardio, if you're on a treadmill for an hour, you're probably just going to burn 300-400 calories. That could be like a small pumice from the McDonald's. You could just replace that by just eating a small pumice from McDonald's after 1 hour. So what you should do instead is making your diet work first, and then of course it could be 200 or 500 calorie deficit, 45% protein and 40% carbs, and then 15% or 20% of fat, and making sure that you have slow digestible and high and fast digestible carbs. And then you also walk at least 6,000 steps. You track those steps every single day. You make it very consistent, and you drink 4 or 5 liters water a day. If you don't have anything of these in order, you're fucking never going to lose weight. And you also want to track your weight loss with hopping on a bathroom scale Monday morning after your toilet visit without any clothes on, before and after pictures. You do that every 4th week. Accurate lighting, front, back, and the side. Having someone helping you, body measurements, pictures, and then you can start fucking losing weight. But if you don't have any of these things in order, it's going to be a very frustrating journey, because you're trying to think that you're losing any weight, but that could be so many factors when it comes to that. You're not seeing the results that you want. You want to maximize it so you don't spend endless amount of time trying to lose weight. And when you're trying to start working out, firstly, you should focusing on having a structured proper workout plan that's focusing on compound movement and then isolation movement. 5-6 exercises. Start with compound movements because that's the most demanding exercises for every muscle group. You're doing that, and then you have most energy in the beginning. I don't do any warm-up like with the bike or anything. I'm just doing the first warm-up set with, let's say, squats. I'm having 10 kilos, for example. I'm focusing on mind muscle connection and progressive overload, where you're focusing on getting some blood flow out to the muscle to like make it waking up, that you need to feel the muscle being work, and then you're heavily putting on more weight increasingly and trying to perform that 10 to 12 reps, 1 to 2 reps before you're failing, because that's just enough intensity you're placing on your muscle. So through that, you're going to wait 60 seconds, and then the next set you are increasing that to 15 kilos and perform 10 to 12 reps, and you increase that every single time. And make sure you take notes, because if you are focusing on mind muscle connection and targeting the muscle group, you are working correctly, and also you study the exercises, and you also progress the amount of weight you are performing every week. You're going to increase the strength of yourself when you're performing it, and you'll also build more muscle if you also have your diet in check. And then you just do that after several weeks. It's boring when it comes to like how to build muscle, but it's just simple. I'm a very simple guy. I just want things to be very like straight, and then you're just going to build a lot of muscle. And the more muscle you are building, the more calories you're burning a day, 100-200 calories more without doing anything. So that's basically what I want you to focusing on, instead of just hopping on the treadmill as the first thing when you're trying to lose weight. So if you're an ambitious professional working a full-time job and you're feeling no confidence when you are at work doing presentations, and your health is at risk, having diabetes, and you really want to lose the weight so you can feel more confident talking with clients and doing presentations and being healthy and love what you see in the mirror and pictures, having clothes that you love, I'll invite you on a free strategy call with me, where I'll share how you can specifically lose the weight, creating a sustainable workout and meal plan for you, where you understand how you can do it yourself. And the link is in the description and in the comment section. I look forward to talk with you.